Okay, you should have the stream running at this point. Waiting on the update on Twitch. There it is. Set the game. Change. Force it. Be updating. Come on. There we go. And now let's do a puzzle solving. So, I'm a creator of a puzzle. I'm not actually creating a puzzle here. I'm loading up a puzzle that SudokuStore created and sells in a collection. They are running a sale at this time, or sale promotion. If you find their profile on BlueSky, you can get up to a 20% discount on their collections on Etsy and Amazon at their stores in both locations. And you might find it worthwhile, you maybe not. I reserve judgment for you. I find it to have been a decent investment, a decent set of games to have in my collection. I hope you would as well, but that's entirely up to you to make that decision. And it's like I point out with anything else. Sometimes what works for me doesn't work for anybody else, or at least not for some other people. All right, I believe I've got everything entered correctly, so let's take a look and see if it timer starts. The timer has started, and let's see if we can solve this. So we got a couple of possibles for a 1 there, which means that one of these 3 is going to be a 1. Here I've got a little bit less control. We've got 5 possibilities there, 2 here, and 4 possibilities here. Here we've got 4 possibilities as well. They're just kind of laid out a little differently. And fortunately for me, I've got all 7 of the openings in this square available. All right, so let's start looking at 2s. And we've got 4 possibilities for a 2 in here. 4 here. Different layout again. We got some, well, everything's available here. So that's 6 possibilities, and it looks like that's going to be the same here. For now, maybe it'll change. We'll see. Or maybe not. Here we've got 5 possibilities for a 2. 4 possibilities here, and 4 possibilities here. Not a 1. All right, so looking at 3s. We've got a solve on a 3 here, and that gives us a solve on a 3 here. Here we've got 4 possibilities now, and 3 possibilities over here. Over here we've now got 4 possibilities, or I should say up here, I suppose, 4 possibilities, and 4 possibilities here as well. Nope, 3 possibilities. All right. 4s. Here we've got 3 possibilities, 3 here as well. Down here we've got 4 possibilities. Here we've got 4 possibilities in the middle. 3 possibilities over here. Down here we've got 4 possibilities. Almost jumped in and said, yeah, 1 there, but no, that's blocked up above. And all 7 of these are possibles for number 4 as well. Yeah, one of these 2 has to be a 1, so this one can't be. All right, 5. So we've got a solved 5 here. 2 possibilities here. And just like the 2 possibilities for 1, that limits us to 2 possibilities down here for a 5. We've got 2 possibilities for 5 here. And it looks like I've got 2 possibilities down here, and that's not one of them. All right, 6s. Looking at this, I've got 2 possibilities for 6 here, 2 here. These 2 are blocked, so 2 possibilities. Nope, that's blocked as well. So a solve for 6 there. 2 possibilities here, 2 here. Oh, I missed this one. This is still a possibility. All right. 7. 3 possibilities for 7 here. 2 here. Over here, I've got 2 possibilities. I've got a 7 solve here, which means this one's not, and this one is. And that leaves us with a 7 here. So this is not a 7. And we've just got the 2 7s there and here to figure out at some point here. 8s, we've got 2 possibilities. Nope, not a 5. Or an 8 here. And 2 down here. And over here, we've got 3 possibilities. 5 is not one of those. All right, 8, 8, one of these 3 will be an 8. And here we've got 5 possibilities for now. Here we've got 4 possibilities. And I believe that means we start looking at 9s. Let me do a quick check of every one of the squares. Make sure I've got at least 1 8 placed in there somewhere, given or multiples if there's options. All right, so now we'll look at 9s. We've got to solve for 9 here. One of these 2 is going to be a 9. Since none of these can be, that's going to be a 9 there, so that's not, and this is. All right, neither of these can be a 9, so nope. We've already got a 9 in that square. Got to watch out for those. This one over here is going to be a 9, though. All right, now we're in the solve everything else phase. So, for example, I've got 8, 2, 8, 2 here. So this is going to be a 4. Not a 4 here or here. One of these 2 will be. But also, because I've got 8, 2, 8, 2 there, this can't be a 2, this can't be a 2. This is going to be a 1, that's going to be a 6. And we can clean up some other things as well from that. And, yep, that's okay. I was a little concerned here. I've got a 4, 2, 8, 2, 4, 8 here, and had to check. And yes, I've got 3 possibilities for 3 squares that need to be filled in. All right. A2, A2 here means neither of these can be a 2. This one is all that remains as possibly being a 2 in that square. 4, 1, 4, 1. Got a 4, 1 here, which could be useful, will be useful at some point, but not for the solve at the moment. Let's see, 2, 3, 8, 5, 2, 3, 8, 5, 1, 2, 8, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 8, 4, 2, 6, okay, 4, 8, okay, 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 4, 5, 1, 2, 5, no. All right, let's start with my punts. Punt here, put a 2 and 8 there. See if that gets me anything. Well, it gets me a 4 down here. So not a 4 there. So 1, 5, 1. Okay. Not 4s there or there. This becomes an 8. So not an 8, not an 8. This becomes a 7, not a 7. Not an 8 here, here, or here. Not a 7 here, so that's a 3. Not a 3 here or here. Also not a 3 up here or here. This becomes a 2, 5, 4, 6, and 7. A 1 and a 6 here. Left with a 2, 3 pair here. Let's clean up that 6 so that it's not as distracting. Clean up that 6 there. Got a 1 to get rid of down here and here. That becomes a 5 and a 2. So not a 2 here. That's a 1. Not a 1. So 4 there, 3 here, 1 here, 2 here, and 6 here. 1 here, 4. Oh, nope. We've got a blockage up here that I missed seeing. So this, I believe it was here. We'll see. Nope, it was one below it. All right, so I had a 2 there. Let's put the 2 here instead. That goes to 8. This becomes a 4. This becomes a 2. This becomes a 1. A 5 here. 4 over here. So this now is a 1, a 4, and a 1. Let's see. Does that help here? Oh, this becomes a 3, a 5, 6, 2 pair here. Doesn't affect anything up here, but I do have an 8, 3, 8, 3 pairs, meaning this is now a 4. This becomes a 1. So not a 2, neither 2 nor 4. Not a 4 here. Not a 4 or 1 here, 1 here, or here. Neither 2 nor 3, not a 2 here. Neither 1 nor 2 here. And this 5 up, it's not there. 4 or 1 or 3 here. 1, 4, 3 here. All right. Oh, we got a 2 down here, which turns this into a 6, this into a 2, this into a 4. This becomes, well, don't know yet, but this is now an 8, 2 here. Means this is a 4, 8, and 1. 7 here with a 2 next to it. 8, or 2 above it. 8 next to that. 5 above and a 1 just below. Got a 3 here with a 2 there. Down here we get a 6, 3. Save us a trip back down. 7 there. 6, 8, 5, 8, and 3. And that solves our puzzle in 11 minutes and 37 seconds. I hope you had a good evening, a good try, enjoyed this, and we will see you again soon, I hope. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.